Have you ever felt like something inside you is about to explode, but you don't know what it is? Imagine this. You're walking through life, everything seems fine, but suddenly a spark ignites within you. It's not just a fleeting thought, it's a deep sensation, almost as if your soul is shouting, "Wake up! There's more for you!" That exact moment is the secret Carl Jung discovered decades ago, a secret not hidden in dusty books or complicated theories, but inside you, waiting for you to listen. And when you do, when your self-esteem grows, you realize something incredible. Nothing can stop you. Today, we're going to explore that together because this isn't just a video. It's an invitation to transform your life from the deepest part of your being. Think about this for a second. How many times have you felt like something doesn't fit? Maybe you're in a relationship that looks perfect on Instagram, but when you turn off your phone, you feel an emptiness you can't explain. Or perhaps you have a job everyone applauds, but every morning you wake up with a heaviness you can't shake. Carl Jung, the genius who revolutionized how we understand the mind, would say you're not crazy, exaggerating, or weak for feeling this. What you're experiencing is your unconscious speaking, whispering truths your conscious mind isn't ready to accept yet. And here's the key. When you start listening to that voice, when you give yourself permission to love and value yourself as you deserve, everything changes. Let's talk about you. Yes, you, listening to this right now. You're not just another viewer on this channel. You're someone with a story, with dreams, with wounds you maybe don't tell anyone about. Jung believed we all carry an entire universe inside us, a space full of light and shadows that defines who we are and how we live. But here's the problem. Most of us have learned to ignore that universe. We've been taught to seek approval outside, to compare ourselves to others, to measure our worth by likes, comments, or the paycheck at the end of the month. Sound familiar? I bet it does. And I don't blame you because I've been there too, trapped in that hamster wheel. But Jung gave us a way out. He talked about something called individuation, a process that's not about being perfect, but about being authentic. It's like he's saying, hey, stop trying to be what others want and start being who you really are. And when you do, when you dare to look in the mirror and say, I'm enough, I deserve, your self-esteem doesn't just grow, it skyrockets. Imagine what your life would be like if you woke up every day feeling that. I'm not talking about arrogance. I'm talking about a self-love so solid that no criticism, rejection, or bad day can knock it down. Pause for a moment. Breathe. What do you feel right now? Is there something in your life weighing you down? A relationship that drains you? A fear that holds you back? A doubt whispering you're not enough? Stay with me because we're going to break that down together. Jung said our unconscious isn't an enemy, it's a guide. It's like a wise friend who uses symbols, dreams, and even those gut feelings you can't explain to show you the way. Have you ever had a weird dream you can't forget or a hunch that said, don't go there, and later found out you were right? That's not a coincidence. It's your unconscious working for you. Now let's talk about the shadows. Yes, those parts of you that you hide because you don't like them or because you think they don't fit with who you're supposed to be. Jung called this the shadow, and here's the twist. It's not a bad thing. Your shadow might be that anger you feel when you're mistreated, that sadness that floods you for no apparent reason, or even that envy you're ashamed to admit. Guess what? We all have them. I have them. You have them. Even the neighbor who seems perfect has them. But Jung taught us something radical. It's not about erasing them, it's about embracing them. Because when you integrate your shadow, when you say, yes, this is me too, you become more complete, more real, more powerful. Imagine you're standing at a crossroads. One path is full of lights, signs saying guaranteed success, and a crowd telling you, this way. The other is dark, foggy, and no one promises you anything. Which do you choose? Most people take the first one because it's comfortable, because it's what you're supposed to do. But Jung would say, hold on a second. The dark path, the one that scares you, that's the one that leads to yourself. And when you start walking that path, when you dare to face your fears and love yourself, flaws and all, Your self-esteem becomes an unstoppable force. Have you ever felt drained after spending time with someone? Like they stole your energy without you realizing it? Maybe it's a friend who always criticizes, a partner who never listens, or a boss who makes you feel small. Jung would say that's not bad luck. It's a sign. Your unconscious is telling you, hey, protect me, take care of me. Don't let anyone dim your light. Because your energy, my friend, is sacred. It's what gives you life, what drives you to get up every day, what lets you love, create, dream. And when you start protecting it, when you say no to what drains you and yes to what fills you, something magical happens. You feel invincible. Think about a relationship that's not working. Those repeated arguments, those silences that hurt more than words, that feeling of swimming against the current. How many times have you told yourself, I need to try harder, or maybe it's my fault? Let me tell you something Jung would totally get. Not everything deserves to be saved. Sometimes letting go isn't giving up. It's setting yourself free. It's telling your unconscious, I deserve peace, I deserve love, I deserve to be me. And when you let go, when you release what's not aligned with you, you open the door to something better. I'm not saying it, life itself is. All right, let's keep going. Have you ever stopped to think why certain people drive you crazy? That coworker who always has something to say, that family member who judges you, or even that partner who seems to push all your buttons. Jung had a fascinating explanation for this. Projection. What bothers you about others, what sets you off or ticks you off, is often a reflection of something you carry inside, something you don't want to see. Sounds crazy? Stay with me because this can change how you see your relationships and, most importantly, how you see yourself. Pause, breathe again. Before we move on, I want to let you know my book is now available. It's full of tips and techniques to help you overcome emotional blocks and love yourself more. Find the link in the description and the pinned comment. Let's continue. Think about someone who irritates you. What do they do? Is it their selfishness, their insecurity, their need for control? Now here's the tough question. Is there any part of you that's like that? Maybe you won't admit it out loud, but Jung would say that anger isn't just about them, it's a clue about your shadow. And when you start working on that, when you say, okay, I'm going to face this in myself, you don't just heal, your self-esteem grows like never before because you're no longer running from yourself. You're embracing yourself whole. Let's talk about self-love, not that cute social media quote kind of self-love, but the real kind. The kind that hurts, that challenges you, that makes you look in the mirror and say, I love you, cracks and all. Jung believed you can't love anyone more than you love yourself. If you're in a relationship where you feel less, where you have to hide who you are or pretend to be accepted, that's not love. That's a transaction. And you listening to this deserve more than that. You deserve a love that lifts you up, that inspires you, that lets you be you without conditions. You know what happens when your self-esteem grows? Relationships change. Suddenly, you stop tolerating what you used to accept. You say no without guilt. You set boundaries without trembling. And you start attracting people who see you, value you, respect you. It's like the universe says, okay, you get it now. Here's the good stuff. But to get there, you have to do the work. You have to let go of the masks, the excuses, the relationships that tie you to a version of yourself you're not anymore. Imagine this. You're at a party, surrounded by people laughing and talking, but inside you feel empty. Everyone tells you how great your life is, but you know something's missing. Jung would say that emptiness is your unconscious asking you to come home, not to a physical place, but to yourself. And the way to fill that void isn't with more noise, more likes, or more external validation. It's with authenticity. It's sitting with yourself, listening, asking, what do I really want? What makes me happy? What's holding me back? Let's do a quick exercise. Close your eyes for a second. Think about a dream you let go of, something you wanted to do, be, or live, but for some reason it got left behind. Maybe you wanted to travel, write a book, start a business, or just be freer. Got it? Now ask yourself, why did I let it go? Was it fear? What others would say? A relationship that made me doubt myself? Open your eyes. That dream isn't dead. It's waiting for you to claim it. And when your self-esteem grows, when you realize you deserve to chase it, nothing can stop you. Let's talk about the people you choose to keep close. Jung said, our relationships are mirrors of our psyche. If you're surrounded by people who dim you, who make you feel small, that's not a coincidence. It's a reflection of how you're treating yourself. But here's the good news. You can change it. You can decide today that you'll only let people into your life who add to it, who inspire you, who push you to be better. And that's not selfishness. It's emotional survival. Have you ever met someone and felt an instant connection? Like the universe said, this person's for you. Jung called this synchronicity, those magical moments when everything seems to align. But that synchronicity doesn't come if you're clinging to relationships that drain you or versions of yourself that no longer fit. When you let go, when you align with your truth, those connections start showing up. Friends who get you, partners who see you, opportunities that find you. Pause again. What are you holding on to that doesn't belong to you anymore? A toxic relationship, a job that suffocates you, a belief that limits you? Imagine what your life would be like if you let it go. Imagine waking up every day with lightness, with excitement, with that certainty you're on the right path. That's not a distant dream. It's what happens when you listen to your unconscious, when you give yourself the love you deserve, when you let your self-esteem take charge. We're nearing the end, and I want this to stick with you. Carl Jung didn't just give us theories. He gave us a map to live better, to be more ourselves. And the heart of that map is simple but powerful. When your self-esteem grows, you feel nothing can stop you. It's not magic. It's not luck. It's a process that starts with you, with your courage to face your shadows, listen to your intuition, and choose your truth above all else. Think about the darkest moments of your life, those times you hit rock bottom, when you felt you couldn't go on. What happened next? I bet you found a strength you didn't know you had. Jung would say those moments aren't punishments, they're gifts. Because in chaos and pain is where you discover who you really are. And when you come out of it, when you get up with scars but stronger, your self-esteem turns into something unbreakable. Let's be real. The world won't always cheer you on for being you. There'll be people who criticize, who don't understand your path, who try to dim you. But here's Jung's secret. You don't need their permission. Your worth doesn't depend on them. It depends on you. And when you realize that, when you decide to love yourself, flaws and all, the outside noise becomes just that, noise. You keep moving forward because you know who you are and what you deserve. And what do you deserve? You deserve relationships that fill you, not empty you. You deserve dreams that excite you, not scare you. You deserve a life that makes you smile when you wake up, not one where you count the days to Friday. And it all starts with one decision: to love yourself enough to let go of what doesn't serve you and embrace what does. Pause. Take a deep breath. Imagine your life in a year if you keep going down this path. Imagine waking up with peace, surrounded by people who love you for being you, chasing goals that light your soul on fire. That's not a fantasy. It's what happens when you follow Jung's teachings, when you let your unconscious guide you, when you make your self-esteem your superpower. Now, I want you to do something for me, for you, for this moment we're sharing. When this video ends, grab a piece of paper and write 3 things. 1 relationship you need to let go of, 1 fear you need to face, and 1 dream you're going to chase. Don't overthink it. Just write the first things that come to mind. Then make a pact with yourself. I'm going to love myself enough to make this real. Because you, right here, have the power to change everything. This is my call to action for you. If this video moved you, if something I said hit your heart or made you say, this is for me, don't stay quiet. Leave a comment below. Tell me what you felt, what you're letting go of, what you're going to chase. Your words don't just inspire me, they inspire everyone who reads this community we're building together. And if you think someone else needs to hear this, share it. Send it to that friend who's lost, to that person who needs a push. Because when you share, you don't just spread the message, you help more people wake up to their own power. Subscribe if you haven't already, hit the bell, because this doesn't end here. Every video I upload is for you, so we can keep growing together, keep exploring what it means to truly live. This channel isn't just mine, it's ours. And every time you comment, share, or join, you make this message reach further. Life is full of possibilities, and you have the power to choose how you want to live it. Jung showed us that it all starts inside us, in that inner universe we carry. So today, I invite you to take that step. Listen to your voice, embrace your shadows, love your essence. Because when you do, when your self-esteem grows, you feel that nothing, absolutely nothing, can stop you. Thanks for being here, for listening, for being part of this. See you in the next video. Remember, the change starts with you, and I'll be here to walk with you every step of the way. I'll be waiting.